Hello YouTube, I'm back for another round of playing a deck on the Runes and Rift ladder. This time I've got a Lucian deck given to me by Aadesh, who was, I believe, third best Lucian in Atlanta behind me and my teammates when we played Lucian. I love this Lucian deck. I haven't worked on it much for set 3, but Aadesh has been cooking with some set 3 cards, and he graciously said I could make a video with his deck. So I'm interested to see how it plays out. So the main idea with this deck is you have the Trinity Force, which gives you an extra point when you hold, and Skyfall of Arian, which makes your hold abilities into conquer abilities. So if you can get both of those equipped onto one unit and then conquer, you get 2 points. Then maybe you can Relentless Pursuit to move over to the other battlefield, get another 2 points. And it's yeah, very, very powerful thing to be able to do, including the point for the Trinity Force comes after the point for conquering, so that can give you the winning point. If you're at 6 and you go Trinity Force, Skyfall, conquer one side, you get your 7th point from conquering, and then your 8th point from Trinity Force, which is not subject to the you have to score both sides restriction of conquering normally. So then, yeah, so for set 3, the biggest addition is this Irresistible Feyfolk. This card, I've been playing a lot with this in Rengar. It's very, very powerful backline removal access, and it's going to play a little differently in this deck than it does in Rengar. Usually in Rengar, you can play an ambush unit with it to make it work, and I imagine in this deck, the idea is you're going to equip it to make it be able to eat whatever you pull that way. Yeah, and then I guess one other card to mention is this Poppy card. I have never seen this played before. I barely even know what it does. So yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on that one to see how it plays out. All right, let's get on to the games. All right, we're here for match number 1 with my Lucian against Leblanc. Looks like I'm going second. So my philosophy with this deck when I was playing in Atlanta was to always mulligan 2 cards if I don't have Trinity Force and Skyfall of Arion already. So I'm going to be looking to do that again. So the question is, which of these cards do I want to keep? So Gem Jammer is pretty nice to go double score with Lucian on turn 2. Longsword, probably kind of nice. If I don't find one of the other equipments, I'm going to really wish I had an equipment. So I think I'm going to go with this. I don't know exactly how this is going to play out, but we'll see. Okay, I have all these red cards and no red rune right now. That's kind of concerning. Okay, my opponent did not play a 2-drop. So, and they have this LeBlanc. So I think I want to play this Feyfolk so that if my opponent plays LeBlanc or Karthus next turn, I can play maybe Battle Axe and pull it. I will need to hit a red rune to achieve that, but I believe in myself. Okay, there's the red rune. So I can do this either with Longsword or with Battle Axe. I think Longsword is preferable, because that would also let me develop the Lucian, which seems kind of nice. In fact, I can go to the Star Spring, play the Longsword, and then play the Lucian to the Star Spring to send the Feyfolk back to get another shot with it next turn. So I think I'm going to go for that. So this is going to be 4, and this is going to be 3. So yeah, so my opponent asks who's the attacker. So I'm the attacker because I moved to the Star Spring when I didn't control it. So I'm the one who kind of started shit there. So I'm the attacker. All right, and now I can play Lucian to the Star Spring, send the Fey Folk back, as previously discussed. I think I do want to do that. Then the question is, what do I do with the longsword? I think I probably want to leave the longsword on the Fey Folk because next turn that's going to make it easier for me to do some more shenanigans. Mixologist. Okay, so so I can kill the mixologist, which will bring back their Leblanc. I think I should probably do that. It's gonna force me to spend my whole turn using this battle axe, but I think I'm okay with that. Then I can bring the solution back, or an alternative would be I could move the longsword over to the Lucian, and then both my sides are defended for 5, which is kind of nice. The only problem with that is that I won't be able to conquer anything next turn, so I'm going to lose somebody to this battle axe. Actually, that might not even be true, because if the Lucian is 5, then I can come back and move the battle axe to the Lucian, and then the Lucian will survive the 4 damage. So I think I will do this. And now I have 5 on each side. And yeah, my opponent can't conquer, hopefully. Could even use the Fey Folk again next turn with the Gem Jammer. So like, oh god, okay. They have Vi. Yeah, I maybe should have played around that. That's unfortunate. It does open up this battlefield to be conquered, though, so I could go Battle Axe, equip the Fey Folk, Gem Jammer, send Fey Folk in for 1,000 here. It'll be 11. So let's see what they copy. Yeah, okay, Leblanc. So they're going to have 11 here. I could potentially be more than 11 if I also equip the longsword. Although I am running a bit low on red runes in the deck, so that might not happen. Oh my god, they have a hidden card. Okay, that's unfortunate. Um, so this is 6 right now. I could attack. I could just go Gem Jammer and attack with Fey Folk for 6. Um, the idea there being if they Hidden Blade, then I can maybe play Rearguard and equip Battle Axe to it, which would be 7. It's not a especially good number though. So the alternative is I could equip Longsword first, then play Gem Jammer and go in. And then I still have all my runes untapped. It would be 9. That's enough to kill the 2 non-temporary units. So they would kind of be forced to use Hidden Blade. Yeah, so I guess the question is, will they use Hidden Blade if I don't equip the Longsword? Because definitely, if they're going to use it anyway, I shouldn't equip Longsword. But I do really want them to use it. All right, I think I'm going to equip the Longsword. And then play Gem Jammer. I guess I already used Forge, so I might as well just play it in base now. So pass. I think they really are forced to use Hidden Blade here, because otherwise I can just kill their 2 non-temporary units and they're not going to hold. Okay, Dorian's Blade is a decent draw. That gives me an equipment that I can use without spending red. First Mate also unlocks attacking with this thing, so I can go First Mate this, attach Battle Axe to it, then goes in for 7. That's not enough. If I attach Doran's Blade and Longsword, it goes in for 8. That would be enough. So maybe I do that. First Mate Doran's Blade. Or is it better to do... No, this uses up a red. Red are precious right now. Yeah. So, okay. So First Mate this thing, then play Doran's Blade. And then I'm going to equip Doran's Blade and Longsword. And then this is 8. All right. Go ahead. So I definitely will flip a red next turn because I only have one orange left in the Unseen Rune deck. So that means I'm going to be able to accelerate rearguard and score 2 points. I think I'm hoping to do that. And then, oh wow, they don't have a unit to play. That's really good for me if that's true. Okay, they have a Soaring Scout. Not the most threatening of units. That's not bad. So I was going to accelerate rearguard. And score 2 points. But now, if I want to, I can accelerate Kaisa. So the main thing to worry about is like Vi. Because basically if my opponent can't conquer next turn, they're screwed. Or I guess that's another thing worth worrying about. All right, it sort of seems like I think I'm just going to go with the rearguard play. Five. And then the reason for this is Kaisa is just a little bit more might next turn. Six. And then I'm going to attach something. Let's say attach the battle axe to the first mate. And then I'll play 2 more units. I think my next 2 runes should both be red. So I feel like I'm in pretty good shape here. Though maybe I'm going to regret having this battle axe here, actually. I don't know. So if my opponent goes like here and play Vi, and then maybe hook into Harness Dragon, that would be kind of their best case scenario. Which would probably kill my Fey Folk. And then I could play Kaisa here. First mate attacks here for 8. Yeah, I think that would win pretty easily. So I'm not afraid of that. Maybe they can do a little better though. This is going to be Thousand-Tailed Watcher. Yeah. They're going to have 2 7s here. But I think that's not going to be enough. They can clear this side as well, which is worth doing, probably. No, they're not. They're not doing it. Okay. That's going to make it... I think they're just dead on board now. Because now I can go... I mean, just equip Battle Axe here. Kill Watcher. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Let's tap this. Equip this. Let's float one. Equip this. 7, 8, 9, 10. They have 15 there, so I mean, I could just play another Battle Axe. Equip this. Sure, equip this. This is now 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 18. Cool. All right, so what do we have in the sideboard here? This this does something against Class Mixologist. That's kind of interesting. Sabotage I don't like very much in this matchup. Unyielding Spirit I do like because of Ruined Rex. Akshan I do not like because the baited hook doesn't do anything on my side. All right, so what does this do? This does not seem good. I'm going to be ahead on points usually, so I don't think I want an expensive Poppy. Rune Runner is kind of good because of the Harness Dragon, and Ruin Rex can't kill it. It's a nice aspect of it. Challenge I like. Punch First I think I like. Holding is pretty nice against this deck. The Battle Axe I'm not sure. I feel like this might be actually a good tool for holding, although it definitely gets weaker in the game where I don't have Forge of the Fluffed. So, but it's pretty nice on the Windswept Hillock actually. So maybe I keep that. What should I cut though? I'm going second. I could just trim one of my 2-drops. Gem Jammer, especially not great against Windswept Hillock. All right, let's do this. I don't know if I should have Disposal Order in or not, but hard to say. Wait, my opponent goes first, right? Okay. All right, so I have Trinity Force. I do not have Skyfall. I can play Lucian on turn 1 because I'm going second. I mean, I do like Doran's Blade, but I think I should do this to dig for Skyfall, and keep the Ruin Runner to have as a card that isn't going to get easily blown up by the dragon. Okay, there's the Skyfall, and I got a Doran's Blade back. Okay, so if my opponent doesn't have Salvage this game, we might get to see the shenanigans in action. And if they go Conquer here, copy, go over here, play LeBlanc to a battlefield, I can just easily clear both sides with Dorian's Blade. So I'm really hoping they make that play. They definitely should not make that play, but we'll see. Oh, sorry. Maybe they were waiting for me to thumbs up. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense to play it in the back. Unyielding Spirit. Okay, so I'm gonna take both points with Lucian. The question is, what equipment should I use, if any? And also, is that even true? Maybe I should just block the Hillock instead of taking both points. I could go Doran's Blade, take both points, and then when the Leblanc goes here, I could move back over here with Relentless Pursuit. But I would get very blown out by a Vi if I do that. Okay. I think I am going to use Doran's Blade and leave up Relentless Pursuit and draw a card with the Sunken Temple. It's tempting to use Triforce to get that down, but then I am a bit weak to a Vi. Whereas if I do this play, then I can Relentless Pursuit away if they Vi me. Okay, go ahead. So like I'm thinking maybe one play they might make is LeBlanc goes to Windswept Hillock, copy it, then the copy goes over here and play a Vi. And then if they do that, I can Relentless Pursuit back over here and I'm in really good shape. Oh no. So they do have salvage. They didn't hit my combo, but now the question is, do I want a Relentless Pursuit to save Lucian? And then what would I do with him? I guess I would equip something and kill both LeBlancs. So it actually seems like a pretty good idea. The alternative is just play Ruin Runner, let them keep holding, which seems like it's going to be too slow probably. Huh. Okay, so they play that, but they don't use it. All right, so both their Leblancs are going to die. That's really good for me. So whichever equipment I use is going to cost 4. I think I would like to use Trinity Force because then I might be able to get an extra point. So go here for 6. Go here for 6. And then I can decide whether I want to draw a card with Sunken Temple or hold up Unyielding Spirit. The reason to hold up Unyielding Spirit would be Ruin Rex into Baited Hook, but that only deals 4 damage. So I think I just draw a card. Okay, go ahead. They don't produce something significant right now. I can just hold for 2 points here, then play Skyfall and Relentless Pursuit, attaching Skyfall and jumping over to score the last 2 points. Oh, bummer. Okay, that Vi is, I was going to say it's going to be tough to hold against. So this died, and then I held for 1 point. Oops. So, I mean, I do want to score to 6. And then I probably want to just be in my base. So either First Mate or Gem Jammer will allow me to do that. And then I can either develop Skyfall or I could hold up Relentless Pursuit and try to jump in somewhere. But I think they're going to occupy both sides. So that's not going to really work very well. So I think I want to develop the Skyfall. And then I think that means I want to play First Mate just because it's a bigger body. So let's go here, First Mate, and go here. And untap this, come back, and play Skyfall. Go ahead. What is this? Ash? Yeah. Okay, so they got a copy of Vi, score both sides. So hopefully my opponent is going to end up tapping out for something that doesn't screw me over here. If they do play a Ruined Rex and hook it right now, I'm going to be kind of sad. But they'll probably hook the Vi token instead. We'll see. Yeah. They got another Ruined Rex. Okay. That's not bad. So now this is 11. So equip plus punch first would be 11. Wow, double punch first. That might be what it takes for me to win here. So I could go, yeah, double punch first. The Lucian, it would be a 13. And yeah, I mean that's just enough by itself. And then I suppose I might as well equip. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to equip the Lucian because it might cause my opponent not to like question the rules about what the timing of Ruined Rex damage is. Yeah, I don't care about this. And then I just go over here. GG. All right, yeah. So that was not bad. My opponent played a bunch of equipment hate cards, which is pretty annoying for a deck like this, and I was still able to do pretty well. So yeah, pretty good start for Lucian, and we'll see how the next ones go. Okay, we're ready for round 2 with Lucian against Master Yi this time. They've got Emperor's Deus for game 1, and it looks like they are going first. All right, so I have Skyfall. Excuse me. Skyfall is definitely good. Dorian's Blade is nice. I could go. I might need 2 equipment to get over Master Yi. I definitely don't want this Poppy, I'm pretty sure. And then I do want to mulligan another one of these cards so I can find Trinity Force, but should it be Gem Jammer? Or I think I want the Doran's Blade more so that I can attack big scary Master Yi units more easily. I got a Gem Jammer back anyways. Okay. They missed a 2-drop. That's pretty good for me. So I think that means I want to play my Lucian because if I play Fey Folk, like if they play their Master Yi, if I pull it, it's going to be a 6, which is like too big. Whereas Lucian can at least score a point next turn, and then I can develop Fey Folk into a board where they'll maybe have a second unit, which would be much more appealing. Plus, I can go to the Forge and equip something. Yeah, so I can go Lucian to the Forge, play Feyfolk, play Skyfall, and equip Skyfall to Feyfolk, I think, and then back out with Lucian. And then next turn I can equip Trinity Force to Feyfolk. Do I want to do that though? Because I could also equip Lucian and then Skyfall plus Trinity on Lucian with Gem Jammer can score both sides next turn. I think that's probably a better way to do it. Because if I double score with the double equip Lucian, that's going to be worth 4 points, which is fairly significant, I would say. And then I can still use the Feyfolk to get rid of whatever their other unit is. Because Lucian's going to be 7 on defense or 9 on offense. So the question is if they'll have... Oh, they're going to use the dais. Okay, sure. Yeah, so are they going to like leave up some pump spells? If they develop the Master Yi, it's just clearly going to get squished. So I feel like they're probably not going to do that. They're going to charm the Feyfolk. Okay, that's fine. Now they can develop the Master Yi, but then I'm going to get my my huge points play. Oh, Fiora instead. Okay, so does this mean that they're leaving up punch first? And if they are, what can I do about it? So one thing I can do about it is play a second equipment. So for example, I could go play Triforce and Doran's Blade, equip Triforce, go here to the Fluft, tap this to equip the Doran's Blade, then go over here for 12. Then Punch First isn't going to stop that, but it will clear the Lucian next turn, which would be pretty annoying. Then next turn I'll have 8 runes, so what I can do is accelerate both Legion Rearguard and Kaisa, score the empty side with Legion Rearguard, and then tap this to equip Skyfall to Kaisa, equip the other 2 to Kaisa, and Kaisa will go in for enough to beat Fiora even on Master Yi as long as they're tapped out. That seems like it might work. Oh. Sorry, I just realized I need to play Gem Jammer in order to score both sides, actually. So, alright, I think that makes my play easier. Because now what I want to do is just well, I don't think I want to score both sides because it's like too annoying if they punch first. Is it even that annoying? It's like not that annoying. But I think I would rather just... God, I really don't want to spend the rune is the thing. I could just risk it against the punch first. Let's say I go here for 1 point, then tap my legend to equip the Triforce, then I go over for 9, then they punch first. Lucian dies. I have 2 points, I have the combo, and I have a unit in my base. I don't know. All right, I think this might be worth doing. I'm not sure. If they do punch first, it's going to cost them a lot. So let's try it. I could turn the Lucian into a sand soldier. Free up my equipment. The Lucian is a 7 right now. Fiora goes in for 6. So is there any point to saving the Lucian? I feel like not really. I have plenty of units. And I'd rather just keep these things equipped, make my opponent use something here. Sabotage. Okay, there goes my Doran's Blade. Okay, so they did have to use kind of a lot there. I have Kaisa attacks for 10 with these two equipment, which will match the Fiora, which is not ideal. So I think my plan going forward is to just double score the Forge using the combo and then hope to hold. I feel like maybe my choice to not spend 1 rune to get a point was not great, though. I'm not feeling like that worked out that well because, oh my god. Okay, never mind. Can I play all this stuff? Not quite. Shoot. So I could go accelerate both of my units, equip both equipments to Kaisa, and then just attack both into the dais. That would mean Fiora is a 5, Kaisa is a 10. If they have punch first, then they can trade with Kaisa, and I get 1 point with the rear guard. If they do not have punch first, they can trade with the rear guard, and I get 2 points with Kaisa. And then Kaisa would be big enough to survive, or I guess, yeah, Kaisa would be big enough to survive against Rengar, and if rearguard is the one that survives, they won't have the runes for Rengar. If they go punch first plus on guard, then it would be a full trade, which would be pretty bad for me because I don't have another unit. But yeah, so the alternative is I think maybe I like the alternative a little more, which is accelerate Kaisa, double equip, just go over here, score my 2 points. They can't do anything about that. And then if they try to do some shenanigans next turn, I can run away with the Relentless Pursuit. Like maybe they back out Fiora, pump it, play first mate, and then this is open and I can score 2 points with Relentless Pursuit and win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so equip Trinity Force, equip Skyfall, and then I'm gonna go here. Draw from the Kaisa, and then yeah, I think I just pass with Relentless Pursuit up. If they can't get rid of this right now, they die. So that's good. Okay, Rengar and what? Punch first? On guard? Oh, she's only 8 right now because she's defending, sure. So so that'll be a trade. They're tapped out, so all I need to do, I mean, all my plays win here, I think. But okay, sure, let's just let it trade then. Then I'll just use the rear guard that they've already seen to deliver lethal, because why not? Usually if my opponent knows they're dead, I like to just use the cards they know about. Starting player is my opponent. Nope, they beat me to it. All right, what do we got? Master Yi. I think I want my sabotages. Probably don't want any of these other things. All their equipment hate stuff is units, so sabotage doesn't get rid of that stuff, which is the best thing for sabotage to do. But on the other hand, they do have a bunch of pump spells and charms and challenges and stuff that sabotage is pretty good against. Defy to make room for Relentless Pursuit to resolve. So then question is, do I cut equipment or units? I would tend to just cut Poppy again. Ruin Runner doesn't do very much either. Although that at least can't be charmed or challenged. So I could just cut maybe 2 Ruin Runners. Let's try that. Let's start at 1 because of the thing. I'm going second, so I have Lucian, which is good. Pretty sure I want to keep one of these Kaisas to have another unit, and then the question is, should I keep Challenge or Relentless Pursuit? Neither one is really that good. But second Kaisa is not particularly inspiring either. In this way, I at least have a mix of different cards. I decided to keep the Pursuit instead of the Challenge because The challenge is a little hard to use if they have mana up, because then they can play pump spells and just make it annoying. Okay. I think I want to use a sabotage now so that my Kaisa doesn't get charmed. So let's do that. I'm going to lose this game badly if I don't draw any equipment soon, I think. Jesus. Well, I'm pretty sure I do want to take the charm. And then probably they're going to sabotage me. But I don't care because I don't have any good cards in my hand. So I'm just going to do this. My opponent's leaving their hand face up this time. Thank you. All right. Master Yi scores point. Really needed an equipment. If I don't draw any equipment, I can't even get over this Lonely Poro. And I got to contend with the likes of Rengar. It's not going to be easy. Okay, that doesn't really scare me. All right, challenge. Challenge does not do very much. So I think what I do is sabotage their challenge, challenge their Fiora, and then just play Legion Rearguard. It's really not inspiring. I guess I could double attack Master Yi if I see they don't have a pump spell, but I don't really want to do that. Oh my god. Okay, so now they have punch first, so I can either just leave the challenge, take the punch first, I think still challenge the Fiora and play a unit, or I could take their challenge, could challenge the Fiora, then like Kaisa trade with Lonely Poro, and then I could score a point over there. Um, yeah, it's really quite bad. I am gonna take the punch first, I think, because I want to be able to win if I do find an equipment, and punch first is able to potentially stop me from making progress if I get there. So I guess maybe another option would be to not use challenge right now and then just play my two drops. And then maybe they'll put the Fiora on a battlefield, and then when I challenge it, I'll be able to score an empty battlefield, but it doesn't seem very likely to work. But I mean, I don't care that much about challenging the Fiora, so I think it's probably better to just develop. Maybe I can use these guys next turn to clear a spot for Kaisa to conquer. Though Rengar plus challenge is going to make that not very possible. They're also at 6 points already. Worth noting. Okay, I did draw an equipment. I don't have Relentless Pursuit anymore, so that means if I let them Rengar me, that's going to be rough. But I could do Trinity Force onto Kaisa. Then I mean, I guess I would then attack the Lonely Poro. But it's not a good situation. I could go here with like Kaisa and 2-drop. Then they won't be able to Rengar it. Or if they do, the Rengar will die. But I'm pretty cooked. I don't know. I think I do need to do this because I need to just draw something. I don't know what I even really am looking for. Maybe punch first. Okay, so now I can equip Lucian, conquer the Sunken Temple, draw a card, and challenge somebody. That seems like it's probably worth doing. Oh, I did draw punch first. Um. Okay, but I think I can't afford to use punch first. So I think what I do is I put the other 2-drop here with the rear guard, retreat the Lucian, and then kill Master Yi. So let's hope they didn't draw on guard. Or I guess on guard would only be a trade anyways. Now what do I do if Fiora goes here? I guess maybe I should have thought of that and killed the Fiora instead, but here we are. Actually, maybe the right answer to that was to leave my 2-drop in base. Just let the Fiora go to the Arena's Greatest and eat my rear guard. And then they could challenge the Gem Jammer anyways. But then at least they would have used their challenge. Yeah, I don't know. I probably didn't play that well. Actually, maybe this is fine. Punch first plus Lucian is 11, so I could just win if they, or win the fight against Fiora if they don't have something. But yeah, maybe I should let them keep Master Yi instead of Fiora. Oh, wow. Okay. That's pretty good for me. Oh, that's really unfortunate. All right, GG. Let's go to game 3. Starting player is me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Ruin Runner is good or not. I think I'm just gonna keep it like this. All right, we got the Candlelit Sanctum. Point of this is to just dig for the combo. All right, I think this Battle Axe is gonna be good against this opponent. To break up their giant hold. So I think I'm mulligan these two. Keeping the 2-drop because it's a unit I can play on turn 1 as well as, you know, mulling 2 to try to find the combo. Fiora already, okay. So I can either go score Candle at Sanctum, put 2 cards that are not Trinity Force on the bottom, and then play First Mate and come back. And I have 2 units ready to attack into the Fiora, which is kind of nice. Or I could just develop either Lucian or Battle Axe or Skyfall, all kind of reasonable. But I think I valued the digging towards the Trinity Force because I'm gonna, if I can find one, it's gonna do a lot of work. So yeah, let's put these all on the bottom. And then I'm gonna go First Mate and bring this back. Your turn. So now if they have Fiora plus punch first, then my battle axe will still present a trade. So that's pretty good. And certainly like doing that would cost them a lot. So okay, so they're doing Master Yi instead, not scoring with Fiora. Yeah, that makes sense. And now, um, now the question is, do I want to send somebody into the void to get killed by Fiora? I kind of do want to dig 2 more cards. Not sure I need this Legion Rearguard. I mean, it's pretty nice to have. Yeah, maybe I do need the Legion Rearguard. I'll just develop the Lucian and the Skyfall. And I can't Weapon Master the Skyfall because it costs 1 energy as well. Weapon Master only reduces the power cost. So I'll just say go. Maybe I can put the Rearguard to use later. And I feel like it's important to get the Lucian in play because that will kind of force them to start doing stuff. And I'm kind of running out of development plays. So yeah, in fact, like maybe it was just bad for me to do the play with the rear guard last turn instead of just playing Lucian. Now they have kind of a decent charm or challenge target. They get to draw with the Seed of Power, which is annoying. I could have done that last turn, but I would have lost both my units, which would be, I think, too big of a cost to pay. But yeah, now I'm about to lose a bunch of stuff to charm. Sabotage would be a pretty good draw here because if I could know what tricks they had, I could have a pretty good shot of clearing them out next turn. So I can go Battle Axe, equip, like go over here for 8, kill Master Yi, and then Relentless Pursuit over here, pick up this. That's for 11. So if I knew their hand didn't have any tricks, I could do that. I also do have the Punch First to back me up, so maybe I should risk it anyways. Could just go Battle Axe, equip, and equip Skyfall, go here for 11. And I have Relentless Pursuit up. I don't love spending all my runes here, but like you get a free one when you play Relentless Pursuit if you have something worth equipping. But I think this is too important not to get owned on. And I can save the Relentless Pursuit for later. So I go to 2. Get to look at 2 cards again. These are not Trinity Force. And then, yeah, I think I'll just pass. Okay, that rake is pretty annoying. That's going to make clearing Fiora a little harder. It's definitely not impossible. Like on board, I can do it next turn. If I just play my cards. Oh boy. Okay. All right. So I think I'm gonna use my punch first here. Got it. It's 6 to 10, and then hold on. Let me think about this. 6 to 10. If I punch first and they punch first back, I'm totally fine with that. If I punch first and they on guard, that's really quite annoying. Or if they discipline. So yeah, maybe I should just let it go. Then I can go Skyfall, double equip here, or maybe even use Relentless Pursuit, and then punch first gets me up to 13, which would be able to beat one pump spell. So I think I actually should just let this go. Oh. Oh, I blew it. Okay, I know what I should have done. I should have just Relentless Pursuited back over here. That would have been a much better play. Sorry. Zonia's. Okay, I'm gonna equip both. And go over here. Three. Oh, do I need to keep a unit? Don't really want to. I really would rather find a Trinity Force. These units kind of suck. I'll put them on the bottom. All right, so now I could play Skyfall and Pursuit over here. I'd be 11. But if they have On Guard, I will lose the game because I'll be tapped out. Or I can just use Punch first. But it costs me a lot and it only clears their Zonias. I just get a point. I don't really get anywhere. So I think I don't want to do that either. So I think what I want is to just pass. And then I have Relentless Pursuit plus Punch first up if I need to start some shit. Okay, so are they just checking my hand? Yes. I wonder what my opponent's thinking about there. Maybe they are considering Rengaring me. Okay. Wow, that's a pretty good draw. Um, well, it's not that good because they have the Zonias. Play that out, and then I think I want to go back to my base so that I can conquer Candlelit Sanctum again with Relentless Pursuit. I don't really want to start shit because they had so many runes open, so many cards in hand. They are going to get to a decent amount of points here. But I can do a surprise defense on the Candlelit Sanctum. So I'm going to be 8. They're going to be able to Rengar. I can punch first. Alternatively, I could just like challenge the Disarming Rake, but I really want to score this battlefield now to get the effect. So main question is which color of rune should I recycle? And it seems like it should be orange because most of my equipment is red. So targeting this, and this. Okay, then I think I just do it again. Still recycle orange. This is primal strength. God, that's annoying. So I'm gonna have to use my punch first now. They have their own punch first. Okay, my thing is dead. That is too bad. Not sure what I would have needed to do differently to win this game. I mean, there was some moment where I could have tried to pick a fight against the Fiora, and there's the Trinity Force right in time. Okay, GG. Um, yeah, I mean, games like this where you just don't find the combo are definitely tough with this deck. Um, and I don't know, maybe if I played Lucian earlier, I think it probably would have gotten charmed and it wouldn't have worked out very well. Oh, there was that turn where I said I should have gone back with the Relentless Pursuit. That definitely is the big mistake. I should have done that for sure. And then I think if I did that, I would have found Trinity Force in time, and I would have had an extra unit, as assuming that thing didn't get defied. So yeah, that's definitely what I should have done. I maybe could have won if I did that. Anyway, that's it for match 2. I'll see you next time for match 3. Okay, we're here for match 3 with Lucian. This time I've got a Kaisa opponent, and I'm going first. So let's see if we can get a 2-drop. Oh wow, okay. So I'm at a minimum going to keep these 3 cards. So I have the combo. That's what I said I'm looking for with my mulligan. So that's perfect. Then the Fey Folk is a 2-drop, which is I need to play a 2-drop on turn 1. And it's probably going to be a pretty good 2-drop too, because I can go like Trinity Force it, attack, killer, 2-drop. Maybe even hold for an extra point. And then the question is punch first. I don't really want it early in the game. It could do something against Thousand Tail Watcher, but I think I'd rather just have another unit in case my opponent has a bunch of removal. All right, so now I get to choose between Fey Folk and the other 2-drop. I think I just play Fey Folk. The other one has Accelerate. I mean, it definitely, like, this guy can be a little bigger, which is nice. I guess if I go Fey Folk Triforce, they can Kaisa it, which would be kind of unfortunate, but doesn't seem that bad. So okay, this is like the perfect thing for me to murder with the Fey Folk. Then if I can play the rear guard to kill the Kaisa next turn, yeah, I can do that. So I go. I guess actually another option now that I just drew Doran's Blade is I could go Doran's Blade the Fey Folk and play another Fey Folk. That's potentially even more disruptive. It does expose me to Falling Star in a way that's kind of annoying. But it'll save me a rune accelerating the rear guard if they don't Falling Star, and it'll make their next turn a little tougher. Could even use the Forge to equip the one in the back line. Actually, I could play the rear guard and do that even. That would be kind of interesting. That would mean I don't get Falling Starred. Yeah, I do want to kill this thing. And then, yeah, I think not getting Falling Starred is actually worth a pretty decent amount here. It's going to mean I don't get to charm their Kaisa. If they just play it in back and pass, but that's okay. I think I can handle Kaisa. Just need to build up a little bit of runes and make sure I don't get my entire board wiped by Falling Star at any point. Okay. Yeah, so now it's like a little bit sad. Because if I had the Fey Folk, they wouldn't be able to do this play. I would get to eat the Kaisa and the Fey Folk. But I can just equip a ton of stuff to my rear guard. Hope it works. Or I could just go. Yeah, I could go Skyfall and equip this and just take a point. Or rather, take this point and use Purifier to equip that and then develop Fey Folk. Or I could just like play Triforce, equip that, and hope it holds for an extra point. But I think I would rather get the development out. Yeah, so let me just do this. Equip this, and then play this in my backline. Pass. Now, if they just take Void Gate and play some units, oh my god, okay. Alright, Skyfall is dead. That's pretty annoying. I was going to use that, but at least my thing is still 4. Okay. There goes that. But I'm probably going to get to kill their Kaisa. See, if they play like something like a Watchful Sentry, I can just clean that up with the Fey Folk while killing the Kaisa, so that would be pretty nice. Or I guess like a Ravenbloom Student would be my preferred card for them to play, but no such luck. So now the question is, what do I want to worry about? Longsword would be +2. Smokescreen would be 4. So yeah, if I go 1 equipment and try to kill Kaisa and they smokescreen, it's really bad. Because I'll be 7. If I go 2 equipment and kill Kaisa and then they have Thousand Tailed Watcher, they'll get me pretty good on the crackback. But I don't know. I think that might be the best overall. Just equip all 3 of these things. 1, 2, 3. Go here for 10. They do have a Watcher. Okay. That's a shame, but I'll take a turn developing and then I'll be able to make a recovery. Oh my god, okay. Well, that's huge. That lets me... Yeah, I'm going to kill their Watcher and equip 2 of these things. I'll be 10. There's no way they can do better than 10 here. So, oh, they could Hextech Ray. Shoot. I should have equipped the other one. Oh well. Yeah, I forgot Hextech Ray exists, I guess. I was thinking of cards like Stupefy and Cleave, and yeah, I just missed Hextech Ray. My bad. Okay, big development from them. Now I'm low on oranges, which is a little tough. Question is, do I want this Gem Jammer in play, or do I want to try to use it for movement? And I think I want it in play because of Falling Star. If my Lucian dies to Falling Star and I have no unit in play, it's pretty bad. So I think I'll just do this. I could equip the Doran's Blade to play around that, but I don't really want to spend more oranges right now. Oh my god. Alright. Seems like I probably blew it. That Kaisa play. Just needed to equip the third equipment and have a decent shot in this game, but right as it stands right now, I think I'm totally screwed. So Poppy can accelerate, and so then she can defend for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So they will go 12 into Poppy, and then Gem Jammer, yeah, it's just dead. I'm just going to concede. Starting player is me. Alright, Unyielding Spirit, definitely good against Kaisa. Sabotage. I'm not sure. It's probably good. It kind of does the same thing as Unyielding Spirit, sort of. I don't know if they run Progress Day. But getting to see their hand is okay. Can hit their Rocket Barrage. That's kind of nice. Poppy and Ruin Runner both seem good here. I'm going first, so I want all my 2-drops. I don't need Challenge, I would say. Not a card I really like against Kaisa. And then probably don't need Battle Axe either. They don't have a ton of huge holds. They have Ferris Forerunner and Thousand-Tailed Watcher, but yeah, I feel like I am better off with the Longsword because that can interact with cards like Hextech Ray and stuff. So let's do that. All right, I'm going first. Again, I've got the Skyfall. I've got a 2-drop. Yeah, I mean, I have the Poppy, which I said was going to be good, but it's not a Trinity Force. And yeah, I'm going to mulligan it. It's really just a 5-cost body with Deflect, which is not like that broken. It's just like kind of good against what my opponent's deck does. And I really need to find Trinity Force, as I've explained several times. Okay, this is a nice card to see when I have a Fey Folk in turn 1. So if they tap out for a unit here, I can eat it. If they play... Yeah, okay. If they play a 2-mana unit, I have to be careful of Hextech Ray, but as it stands, I guess, yeah, so I could either sabotage them to check for Falling Star, or I could hold up Unyielding Spirit to protect against Falling Star, and I think I prefer doing the second thing. So I'm going to play the Lucian to my base, like no matter what. And then, yeah, I'll just kill this. Play Lucian, and now like they can accelerate Kaisa to go try to kill the Fae Folk, which would work. I could use Punch First to trade with the Kaisa, but I definitely don't want to do that. I can just play my Skyfall and kill the Kaisa next turn, or actually Lucian would just kill Kaisa straight up. Yeah, so I'm going to make sure to let them pay for it, and then I'm going to play my Unyielding Spirit. Okay, go to 2. Now, probably a good moment to sabotage. Would like to know what the Falling Star situation is. Maybe I have to equip my Lucian. So let's try that. They retreat their thing. Okay. That's fine. Does that mean they have no other non-unit cards in their hand? No, it does not. So, okay, Bellows Breath or Hextech Ray. So, wow, their hand is really bad. So Bellows Breath can get rid of the Fae Folk out of my backline, which will make their development next turn a little easier. Hextech Ray will make Conquering the Lucian a little bit more annoying, but I think I'd rather take Bellows Breath, put the Fae Folk in my backline, and then I can figure something out with an equipment later on. Don't think I want these. Yeah, they only have the Hextech Ray left for targeted spells. I already have a Ruin Runner, and I don't have a Triforce yet. And I know they don't have any equipment hate cards, so I really want to find that Triforce. So let's go back, and play Kaisa. No. All right. At least it only killed Kaisa and not my combo, but Kaisa was going to draw me my combo maybe, so that's a little annoying for sure. All right, so I can go Fae Folk to the temple. They will then Hextech Ray the Fae Folk and score a point, and then Lucian can eat their thing at the temple. Sorry, not temple. This is called Forbidding Waste. Yeah, so I can do that. I will lose the Fae Folk. But I'll free up Lucian to score through this thing, and I won't have to spend any runes to do that. So that means I can develop the Rune Runner. The only really good alternative to that is just play Rune Runner and don't score a point, but I don't like that very much. I would like to get to 4 points now. So I'm going to do this. I don't really care if they score a point. they're giving up. That makes sense. They're losing kind of badly here. I mean, I would have tried to do something with the Hextech Ray there probably, but I was pretty well prepared for it. All right, so the question is, do I want to cut some 2-drops? Usually I think that is a good idea with this deck because well, you don't need that many 2-drops if you're going second. You have Lucian turn 1 every time. But on the other hand, my opponent's deck has a lot of removal cards, and I may just need all the units I can get. And I'm thinking about putting in this Battle Axe, but it's not that good. So yeah, I think maybe I'll just keep it like this. Ooh. I mean, I like Unyielding Spirit in this matchup. It's like where it's at its best, but I don't know if I can keep 2. Certainly, I mean, I could mulligan the Fey Folk. I mean, I really don't want to keep 2, but I don't know if I should keep the Longsword or the Fey Folk, or possibly both. I mean, I think probably turn 1 I'm going to play the Fey Folk, and then I'm going to really want an equipment to back it up. So maybe I just do it like this. I don't have my combo, which is annoying. I would like to mulligan 2 cards, but if I mulligan any one of these cards, then the other ones get worse, I think. So I don't like that. There's the Triforce. Opponent missed a 2-drop and emoted. Okay. So wow. So now now it's kind of annoying because if they just play Kaisa in their base, they don't actually have enough might to take it down with the Fey Folk. Well, I can trade with it. Maybe that's actually fine. Like I go Fey Folk Longsword, trade with Kaisa, and then Lucian equips the Longsword. Yeah, I think I'll commit to doing that. Yeah. Okay, so I just want to double check. Yeah, it seems like that's kind of my only move. Four to 4. And then I'll play this and equip Longsword. Now, this can get Falling Starred, but if that happens, I can play Rune Runner next turn, which is totally fine. And now this is a 5 threatening to conquer Sunken Temple, which is pretty good. Although I think maybe next turn I won't even use the Sunken Temple. I'll just conquer for 1 point and play Rune Runner. Oh. No unit? Oh my god. Wow, that's... I don't even know what to think about that. That's kind of crazy. So, I mean, probably they're going to like double Hextech Ray the Lucian, but I think I'm okay with that. I mean, I'm not in love with it. But I really don't want to just sit here not scoring points while my opponent is not functioning. So let's try this. Yeah, I'm just gonna let them do this. I could like unyielding it, but yeah, I would rather just play Rune Runner, I think. Because now that one of them resolved, if I unyielding it, they smoke screen and my thing's still dead, which is like pretty annoying, and it cost me a shitload of tempo because I won't be able to play my Rune Runner this turn. Okay, go ahead. Hopefully I'm going to be able to just draw a bunch of cards with Sunken Temple, and then I can find something useful. Either a second unit or Skyfall would both be very good. Maybe even a Sabotage. Okay, Watcher in their base. There's a Skyfall. All right. So now, I mean, I could just play both equipment, equip, and go attack, but my thing is probably going to die. So I don't really love that. So another option is could score Sunken Temple, play Triforce, equip probably both Triforce and Longsword, and then no, this doesn't work. So I think what would happen then is they'll play another Thousand-Tailed Watcher, and then my thing will be a 6 defending, so they can send in just one Watcher. But they might send in both Watchers. If they send in both, I can jump to the other side and then hold with the Triforce, which would be pretty cool. But if they only send one, I have kind of nowhere to go to. I could Relentless Pursuit back to my base, I guess, which would be okay. Really need to start doing something. So I guess I'm going to go here and draw a card. It's another equipment. So if I can play that to my base, I see. So what I could do is play, oh, sorry. Yeah, so I could play my Skyfall to my base and my Doran's Blade, equip the Doran's Blade and Longsword, and then I have 2 mana left for Relentless Pursuit, which I can use to potentially escape and or equip the Skyfall. So that, yeah, the Skyfall would make me an 8, so I would be able to beat that double Watcher play I was talking about. So I think I will do that. 5, and then equip Doran's Blade and Longsword here. And pass. Oh my god. Oh, what a disaster. Maybe could have figured out that was in their hand there, but no such luck. All right, so they're not trying to kill my thing at least. Okay, if I can draw another equipment, or yeah, that works. So now I can kill their stack. So I can go. Yeah, I mean, I could just go Punch First plus Relentless Pursuit is 10 to 9. And then I can be in my base, or I could be on either battlefield after that. I mean, it's sort of appealing to play the Triforce. But the problem is that then I would lose my Ruin Runner to another Thousand-Tailed Watcher. So if I tried to hold with the Triforce, so I think I have to just be in my base. But if I'm in my base, then I can play the Triforce, and I might as well do that before I do all this other stuff, so that I can have it be equipped to the Ruin Runner. Or okay, punch first, Ruin Runner. And Relentless Pursuit here, and attach this. Your dudes are dead. More points, and then I'll go back with Relentless Pursuit. Pass. So next turn, I can conquer Sunken Temple, potentially dodge some counterplay with Relentless Pursuit, and maybe that'll be 8 points. Five, definitely want to draw a card. Sabotage is not bad. So yeah, I can check to see how this next thing is going to go. And then, I mean, I can play all my cards, so I'll probably just play the rear guard in my base. Oh god, okay. I'll take one of your time warps, yeah. So what does that mean? So okay, let's say they accelerate Watcher. Okay, so my options are, I could accelerate the rear guard to score the 6 point, and then Relentless Pursuit away, or I could just use Relentless Pursuit now to score 6 point and run away. But I don't really have a great way to get to 8 if I do that. So I mean, I guess probably Legion Rearguard to my base is all I can really do. And then they're going to accelerate Watcher. Oh, actually, the extra text on Relentless Pursuit is nice here, because I can score this and then run away on their turn. I kind of forgot about that ability. Okay, I'm just going to play Rearguard and pass then. They start by conquering here. Maybe I should just Relentless Pursuit right away. Kill their attacker and then run home. It clears a little bit of stuff off their board. Okay, the Accelerate Watcher. This is -1. This is -3. I'm gonna have a hard time actually winning next turn. My guys are just not big enough. All right, so what do I actually have here? This is 4. So I can jump over here, score to 6, and then go back to my base. That seems like kind of all I can really do. Let's do it. If I draw a Skyfall next turn, I can win for sure. Okay. Conquer here, run away. They're in a kind of a tough spot because if they score here, I'll eat their thing, and then they won't have a great way to go over the Ruin Runner next turn, and it could hold with the Trinity Force. So that might be a path to victory for me. Oh, that's not true. They can use Time Warp to swing their guys around. Okay, I've drawn Kaisa. So now Ruin Runner is 8. That'll clear these two, and then Kaisa will be 7 to clear that. I mean, that's not great. I could do Ruin Runner kills the 2 Noxus hopefuls, and then accelerate Kaisa, equip Rearguard, and go 5 + 4 is 9. And then I'll draw a card off Sunken Temple or off Kaisa, depending on what they decide to kill. And also, if I go 7 to 7 with Kaisa, then that is very weak to Stupefy, which I don't really want to lose to. Then I guess an alternative would be maybe conquer this side. The problem is if I do it with Kaisa, I'll lose to the same thing. Of Stupefy. And then like I can see the Time Warp. So I really would rather clear a bunch of their material off this turn. Even though it's going to cost me a lot, I think this is what I should do. Accelerate Kaisa. Equip the rear guard. Now if they have a Hextech Ray, they can kill both my things, but I can use Unyielding on that. So I'm going to plan to do that. The smokescreen and it's kind of over. I just lose. In fact, it's literally over. Okay, so they kill Kaisa. That's fine. I'll use Sunken Temple. Draw a card. And I go to 7. First mate is a pretty good draw. All right. Hopefully I just go for like a falling star to get rid of this guy, and then I can save it with Unyielding Spirit. They have another Watcher. I'm in pretty big trouble. Okay, so this means the Raven Bloom is going to be able to come and get my rear guard. Wait, why did you get a point? Okay, so they're moving back on their next turn. I mean, that's a weird, like they did that before they drew for their turn. I don't get it. Okay, that is annoying. They definitely had the cards they needed to beat me. All right, so let's see if I draw something nice to use with the first mate. I don't know what it can really even be. Turn to dust. Wow. Okay. All right, I am dead. GG's. All right, so 1 and 2 with the Lucian. Not ideal. I do think I threw the previous match. Not sure if I threw this match or not. I maybe could have won this game too, but yeah, it's definitely annoying to play a deck like this that relies so much on equipment when everybody and their mother is bringing Thermo Beam and Turn to Dust and Salvage and Disarming Rake. So I don't really like that aspect of it. I do think that this deck is very powerful, and I think that maybe in a meta that's a little less hostile to gear, it could be a good time to bring it out, but I don't think I would recommend it right now. But anyways, all right, thank you for watching. See you next time.